Good morning. Welcome to your morning practice. This class today is about waking up energy in the body, also waking up the muscles and the joints as well as part of that process. So we're just going to start simply first by centering ourselves. So if you can sit in a comfortable position, maybe you can kneel. If not, then have your legs crossed or even have your legs out in front of you is fine as well. Sometimes sitting on a cushion can also be helpful to lift the hips a little higher if you need to. So if you have a cushion nearby and you want to use it, just go grab it and stick it under your bottom. All right, so it's finding that comfortable position. We're just going to close our eyes for a moment. See if you can soften the shoulders and hands can rest in the lap. I like to have my left hand on top of my right and the thumbs just touch. So we just take a couple of breaths here. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll just do 2 or 3 breaths. Good, all right, so the next breath in, we're going to rise the arms up. So breathing in and then out. Good, big breath in. Stretch the arms nice and high and exhale. Bring the arms back down. Let's do one more. Big breath in. And now just bring the hands to the chest in prayer pose as you breathe out. And again, just closing the eyes for a moment. Finding the breath nice and deep now. Getting ourselves ready to start. All right, so this first part we're going to use our fists. And I want you to have nice loose wrists as we do this because we're just going to tap all over the head. So waking up the skull, waking up the brain underneath. So tapping away, tap, 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 using the knuckles there. Finding any bits that are a bit tight or a bit hard or a bit sore. And just work into them. Good, and then just use the fingertips now. So tapping with the fingertips, nice and light, loose wrists. So we don't want the wrists to be stiff. Okay, so wrists are loose, tapping away. And let's go into the forehead now. So tapping on here to loosening up the muscles of the forehead and also waking up the brain underneath. So as we tap, we bring blood and energy into the space. And we can go down the sides of the face, down to the jaw. So working into there, especially these big muscles here either side of the jaw, just tapping into them gently. It can feel quite nice. And then let's go back up to the head. Let's go down to the back of the neck if we can reach. So tapping where the head and the neck join along there and maybe a little bit behind the ears too. Excellent. All right, so just gently rub the face now, just a gentle rub all over the face. Good, and what I like to do is we make a V shape with our fingers and put it on the side of the ear. So 2 fingers in front of the ear, 2 fingers behind, and we just rub nice and strongly. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Excellent, and then let that go. All right, so let's move on to the shoulders. So if you can grab your left fist and tapping on the right shoulder. So you can hold your left elbow with your right hand, and just tapping away, getting rid of the tension there. So it might be a bit stiff, it might be a bit sore, you might have some sore points across the top of the shoulder there. That's it, good. And then we're going to circle at the shoulder here where the arm joins on. So circles. So these are pooling areas for energy in the joints. And then we rub up and down the upper arm. So rubbing with the hand. Good. And then circling at the elbow. Yeah, so another joint where energy pulls, we circle. And then we rub the lower arm, waking up the energy in there. And then circling again at the wrist. And then brush off your fingers. Good. And then shake out your arm, let it be nice and loose and floppy. Good. And then just let it sit in your lap for a moment and just connect with the sensations that you're getting through the arm. Lovely. All right, so let's do the other side. So right fist on the left shoulder, holding your elbow if you can, and we just breathe out the tension. So let it go, just feeling where it might be a bit stiff, where it might be a bit tight. That's it. Good, and then circling at the shoulder again, And you can look at yourself as you do this. Actually pay attention to what you're doing with your body. And then rub the upper arm. That's it. Remember to keep breathing and circling at the elbow. So this is a practice you could do every day if you like, or every second day. Rub the lower arm, especially if you don't want to do anything too strenuous. This kind of practice is good just to get energy and blood to flow. And then circling at the wrist and just becoming really self-aware because you're actually paying attention to what you're doing. And then brush off your fingers. Good. And shake out your arm. Let it be nice and floppy. Good. And then hands in the lap again, and just sit for a moment. You can close your eyes if you like and just feel as you breathe in and out. Sense what you're sensing through your arms, through your neck, through your shoulders. Good. All right, so we are going to do a bit of work on the neck and shoulders now more specifically. So let's just tilt the chin towards the chest. So we feel a stretch through the back of the neck. And then we're just going to circle our head around nice and gently. So not too fast, but not too slow either, as you breathe through the circles. So let's go 2 times, going round one way. Try and take your head as far back as you can go. Feel the throat stretch at the front. And then let's go the other way. So keep breathing as you move. Nice big stretch through the neck. And there might be some bits where it's a bit tight, a bit sore. Just being aware of that. Just be gentle with yourself. Oh, that's it, lovely. Good. And when you've done 2 each way, just gently bring the head back up to center. Lovely. All right, so let's stay here. Take a breath in. As you exhale now, just tilt your head to one side. So as you go to one side, the opposite side is going to stretch and open. Breathe in, come up, and then exhale, go the other way. My hair's going a bit funny this morning. That's it, good. Breathe in, come up to center. Exhale, tilt the head. So we don't want to turn the head, we want the ear to travel towards the shoulder. Inhale, come up, and exhale to the other side. So sometimes it's good to do this in front of a mirror just to see if your head is twisting one way or the other. And then breathe in, come up. All right, so now we're going to turn the head. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn your head, and we try to look over the shoulder behind us. So you really stretch your eyes. Breathe into center, and then exhale, turn the other way. Try not to twist the shoulders stay facing the front, just the head turns. Inhale, center. Exhale, turning, and stretch those eyes. You want your eyes to look past where your head stops. Inhale to the center, and then exhale, turning the other way. Looking, stretch the eyes, and then come back to the center. Good. All right, just a couple of shoulder circles. So take the shoulders back. Nice big breath still. So it doesn't matter when you're breathing, as long as you are breathing. That's important. Okay, and let's go the other way. Big circles, big squeeze. That's it. You can sigh the breath out. That helps release tension. All right, so this next one, we're going to use the breath specifically to help release tension from the shoulders. So it looks like this. We're going to breathe in and squeeze the shoulders up nice and high. Hold the breath in and hold the squeeze. And then exhale. Just let them drop to back to normal. So big breath in, squeeze up. Draw the shoulders right up towards your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, hold the breath in. And then exhale. Just let them hang. Let's do one more. Big breath in. Holding, squeezing. Feeling the ears, shoulders coming close together. And then exhale. Let it go. Lovely. And again, you can just do a couple of small little circles if you like. Excellent. All right, so maybe just sit for a moment and just feel. So we've woken up the head, the back of the neck, face. We've worked through the arms, shoulders, and the neck. So upper body, we could maybe feel some sensations through those parts of the body. We're going to now focus on the lungs. So for this one, again, we're using the breath. So we're going to take a big breath in. Hold the breath in, and we're pounding on the upper ribs, pounding away with a fist. And then let the breath out. Good, and again, big breath in. Let's do the lower ribs now. So hold the breath in, tap, tap, tap. Let it go. We'll do two, or maybe three more. Big breath in. Upper ribs. That's it. And again, big breath in. Lower ribs again. And this last one, we're going to do the whole chest. Hold it in. Good. And just take a couple of deep breaths now. So you might feel some tingling sensation where we've tapped away at the chest there. So we do that to wake up the lungs. So our lungs the tip of the lungs goes right up to the collarbone here. So we want to be able to activate all the whole chest, all the lungs under the ribs there. So we just tap away, waking things up. Excellent. All right, so we're going to move on to the lower body now. So we've been kneeling or sitting for a bit, so we're going to just start by moving the mat so you can see. All right, so I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. So when we do this, we want the hands under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips and slightly apart. Okay, so because we've been sitting down, we're just going to start by tapping the feet into the floor. So waking up the feet. Tap, tap, tap. Now as we're here, we want to try and draw the belly button in a little bit so the belly is not sagging. Good, all right. And then we're just going to tuck the toes into the mat, okay? And we want to walk the fingers back so the bottom comes to rest on the heels. So we get this stretch through the soles of the feet there. So big stretch. Now if you can't come all the way back onto your heels, just keep your fingers on the floor, go as far as you can. Okay, as long as you're feeling a stretch, that's important. So sitting there, just feeling, breathing, feeling the stretch through the soles of the feet, through the toes, even through the Achilles tendon, getting a nice big stretch through there. Good, and then let's walk the fingertips back, and then just tap the feet again, getting blood into the feet, waking them up. Good, and then I like to lift the feet off and then just rotate the feet around the ankle joint. So waking up that ankle joint with a bit of rotation there, and then back the other way, nice big circles. Excellent. Good stuff. All right, so we'll do a couple of push-up things to get the lungs activated a little bit more. So with the hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers. Now if you have sore wrists, so some of us get sore wrists for some reason, there's an option to come onto the fists if you need to. For these ones it might be a little bit tricky, but if you feel that's the only thing you can do, then do that. Okay, so palms are flat, spread the fingers, and we're going to breathe in, drop the face between the hands, and on the exhale, we push up. So inhale to the floor, exhale to push up. So inhale down, let's do 8 of those. So 1, 2, inhale down, exhale 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so the next set we'll do is we're going to turn the fingertips in. So middle fingers are touching each other on the mat here. So we breathe into the fingers, exhale to press up. Inhale to fingers, exhale to come up. Inhale down, 8 more. 1, 2, 3, big breathing. 4, inhale down, exhale 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, all right, then turn the fingers back to the front. Okay, so some of us do get sore wrists, and a good way to stretch, if it's hard for us to do this stretch or this position with the hands, sometimes it's good to actually stretch the other way. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to flip that hand over. Wait, can you see me? All right, so flip the hand over. So the back of the hand is actually on the floor. Now most of the weight is on the other hand that we're balancing on, but we do want to spread the fingers out. Try and press the back of the hand and the back of the fingers into the floor, and breathe through this because it can be quite uncomfortable. Try and lengthen the arm here. So we want this arm to lengthen. We try not to have a bent elbow. So try and straighten through that arm. And we should feel a bit of a stretch. If we want to make it stronger, we just lean back slightly, and that just makes it that little bit deeper. Keep the breath in and out, flowing, stretching. I mean, I like this one, but I know a lot of people hate it, but it just feels really good afterwards. All right, and then just gently, gently give the hand a little shake, do a few flicks with the fingers. All right, and we'll do the other side. So lifting the hand off, flip it over, and then press the fingers, the back of the hand into the floor. Try to straighten through the arm. So most of the weight is on the other hand, like I said. Spread the fingers and breathe. So really important we breathe. Release the tension. Lovely. Plug down through that arm a little more if you can. Maybe we can move back slightly to stretch that wrist just that little bit more deeper. Now, if it hurts, you know, we don't want it to be excruciating pain. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but if there's any sharp pain, then please back off. Okay, we don't want sharp pain. Discomfort is kind of okay. We can manage discomfort. Good. All right, and then just let that go. Shake it out. A couple of these. Is good. All right, so we're going to do one more set of push-ups. This time I want you to come onto your fingertips, okay, and take your hands just a little wider than the shoulders for this one, okay, so fingertips, and we're going to breathe in again, down between the hands. As we do that, really squeeze your shoulder blades, and then exhale, we come up. Inhale, face to the floor, exhale to come up. Inhale down, let's do another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. And then just coming up, give your hands a bit of a shake if you need to. A couple of these are good. Opening and shutting, opening and shutting. Shake, shake, shake. Lovely. All right, so let's move on. We're going to come to the legs now, the lower body. So this is where the fun starts. We're going to use our fists again. Well, let's start with the right leg, and we're just going to tap with those fists all over the thigh. So get underneath, on the top, on the sides, on the inside. So just using our fists, nice loose wrists again. Get all through there, good. All right, and then we're going to roll over and work into the buttock. So just tapping with the fist into the buttock. See, finding those sore bits. Lovely. All right, and then we come up and then we just rub the lower leg. So up and down, up and down. It's good. Waking everything up. Lovely. All right, and then we get the foot. So we've got our foot. Now, if you have socks on, you're going to have to take your socks off. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put our fingers between our toes. So I've got my right foot here, so I'm going to use my left hand. It's really important that we use the opposite hand, like you're giving your foot a high five. Okay, so we want to actually pull our toes apart and squeeze our fingers in between the toes. And once we've done that, we want to get a nice, good grip with the fingers. So you're actually actively squeezing your toes with your fingers, okay? And then your toes are also squeezing your fingers, so it's kind of a reciprocal relationship here. So we want to, maybe you can hold the ankle with the other hand, and we just want to rotate the foot again. And as we're doing that, we're squeezing the toes, the fingers are squeezing. It feels quite nice. It might feel a bit strange if you've not done this before, that's okay. And then go back the other way. Good. That's it. So just giving our feet a little bit of love, a little bit of attention. Okay. And then we're going to let the fingers come out, and we're going to bring that foot to the floor and tap on the sole of the foot. So again, with the fists, fists can be very useful. Bit of self-massage. That's it. Good. All right. Done. All right. So we're going to get our foot again. Now this time we really are going to work into the toes, because I want you to grab your little toe. And I want you to give it a good squeeze, and we're going to rotate. So circles. Try and make circles with your toe. Okay, round and round and round. And then circle the other way. So we want to go in both directions. Circling around. It might feel a bit weird, that's okay. And then just pull the toe. And then the next toe. Give it a good squeeze. Round and round and round. That's it. And actually look at your feet as you're doing this, back the other way. If you need a cushion to put under your knee on the other side, on this side here, you can. If you need to rest your knee on something, that can be a nice way to do it. And pull. Middle toe, round and round and round. And if you do need to sit on a cushion as well, that's fine as well. Got to make sure you're comfortable. And then back the other way. Circle, 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 circle. And pull. Now up to the fourth toe along. Round and round and round. Keep breathing as well. Back the other way, circling. So just waking up all those joints and pull. And the big toe now. Give it a good squeeze. Round and round and round. The joints, the tendons, the muscles, all getting a bit of a workout. Back the other way. Good, and then pull that one off. Lovely. All right, so we're going to place our foot, actually we're going to place our heel on the ground. We want to reach over the toes with the hand, okay? So over the toes, so not from the side, over the toes. And we're just going to press through the Achilles tendon here. So it can get a bit tight. Now we want to start about 2 finger widths above the ankle bone. Okay, we just squeeze. So thumb and other finger, just squeeze into that hold, release, slide down a thumb width, squeeze, and release, slide down, squeeze, and release, and one more. Good, let's try that again. So coming back to the start, and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and squeeze. Lovely, good. And we're just going to grab our foot now, our ankle, and just let the foot be floppy. Just shake it, shake it, shake it. Nice, loose, soft foot. Good, and then just let the leg go out. So you can maybe see, just colour-wise, the feet might look a little different. They might feel a little different, but maybe not so much. We'll do the other leg now and just see how this side feels. So again, tapping with the fists all over. Get right underneath. So as we're doing this, we can become aware of the meridians in our legs, so the energy lines that flow through. So right under here, we have our kidney meridian. Then the middle of the thigh, on the inside, we have the liver. At the top here is the spleen meridian. And then if we go to the other side, we've got the stomach on the top, on the outer. The middle is the gallbladder. And then right underneath, we have the bladder meridian. And the energy flows in different ways depending on the meridian, but we just tap away and it helps stimulate energy through there. Good, all right, rolling over, getting into the buttock now. Give it a good whack with your fist. Wake it up. Excellent, all right, and then we rub the lower leg up and down, up and down. Let's keep moving. Good, and then to the ankle, so the foot. So again, if you have socks on, take them off. High five your foot. So left foot, right hand. Make sure it's the opposite hand to foot. And we just pull those toes apart. Squeeze the fingers in between. Get a nice good grip and circle around and around and around. That's it. Keep breathing. Back the other way now. Nice deep breaths. We're nearly finished. Just got to finish this side. All right, so let's put the foot down on the floor. Oh, my fingers didn't want to come out that time. And let's tap on the sole of the foot. Give it a nice good tap with the fists all over. Lovely. All right, and then we're going to do our toes. So we're going to grab our little toe to start with. Round and round and round. Nice big circles with the toe. Oh, I can feel that. I felt that yesterday as well when I did this. And back the other way. So our little toe is where our bladder meridian ends. Okay, so maybe there's something going on with my bladder, I don't know. All right, and pull it off. The next toe, what toe is that? Oh, I'm having a mental blank. I think that's our gallbladder toe. The gallbladder, that's where the gallbladder meridian ends. Back the other way, circling. And then pull that one. The next toe. So the next two toes both actually relate to the stomach meridian. So around and round and round. Back the other way. And pull. Next toe. Round and round and round and round. Back the other way. And pull. And then the big toe. The big toe is a good one. We've got spleen and liver. So liver's on the inner side of the big toe and spleen is on the outer side of the big toe. So two quite powerful meridians on the big toe there. Good, and pull that one off, lovely. All right, so we're going to place the heel on the floor like we did before, reach over the toes and just work through this Achilles tendon. So we again place, we want to start 2 finger widths above the ankle bone and just squeeze and release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release, squeeze. Good, and I'll do that again once more, squeezing. Keep the breath steady, of course. That's it, lovely. Good, and then just grab your ankle and just let the foot just gently flop up and down, nice and loose. Good, and then let the leg go. Excellent. So again, just take a moment to look at the feet, look at the legs, just feel what you can feel through the legs. Maybe the toes are tingling a bit. Maybe you can just sense some energy, some vibration, or even just the blood moving through the muscles and the joints now. All right, so that's it for our morning full body massage, self-massage practice. Thank you so much. Have a great day.